Okay, hello everybody. I'm Little Cubby. This is Therapy with Little Cubby. It's been a heck of a last 10 days. Um, I had a water leak under a slab in my house, so I've been displaced from my home because I have a leak under the house, like in the slab, in the concrete. The plumbing's leaking. This is the second one since November, so the first one was quite a bit of money, and they said it was going to happen again, and lo and behold, it's happened. So it's, I think, the 24th or something like that. I haven't been home since the 24th. I guess it's been a little over a week. So I am home right now, but I can't run water here. So they've displaced me into a hotel, and I go there, I take a shower, I sleep, I get up, I bring my dog back here, so she's in a comfortable environment. And then I go back to work, and then I come home from work, and that's where I'm at right now. So I just came home. I'm gonna get the dog. I changed real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to the hotel and take a shower and whatnot. So, but anyways, so that's why I didn't make a video last Friday. I've just kind of been like all over the place, and I took a little mini vacation for Memorial Day, so that as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna do this video. I Wish by Tom MacDonald. I'm not even sure what therapeutic value we might glean from this this song, but I'm going to try it. And like most of his songs, there's something that's, some formidable evidence of therapeutic value. So with that, I'm just going to start. And what I do is I go line by line. I read the lyrics, and then we play the song, and then we'll play the song, and then we'll read the lyrics together. Okay.
I wish I wasn't that.
I wish I wasn't gay. I wish I wasn't black.
I wish that I was brave.
I wish with every candle on the cake that I could quit doing these drugs, but I can't. I'm afraid.
Okay. So right off the bat, we got all kinds of wishes. I've heard the song before, but I don't remember it, all the words to it. So let's just start with what the first sentence was. I wish I wasn't fat. I wish I wasn't gay. I wish I wasn't black. I wish that I was brave. I wish with every candle on the cake that I could quit doing these drugs, but I can't, and I'm afraid. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be gleaned from this. I can just look at it and I remember now. That's why I picked this one. So I wish. So basically, you got people, and you yourself maybe, and me and myself exactly, feel this way. There's been times when we wish we weren't this, and we wish we weren't that, and we can't undo the things that we've done. We can't undo what we are. What we can do is we can make better decisions going forward, so that we wouldn't have these regrets where we wish we didn't do something. But anything physical about ourselves, we can't change it, really. I mean, you wish, this line was, I wish I wasn't fat, and I wish I wasn't gay. Okay, you are what you are. And, yeah, you could diet. You might not have the best looking face in the world. What are you going to do? I mean, there's plastic surgery if you want to go that route. But not everybody can afford that. You might not have a nose that you like, but not everybody could afford to change their appearance. It's all psychological. And it's a lot deeper than anything that I can help anybody with. I just know for myself. If I had to give you a physical stature of myself that I don't like, I wish I wasn't short. I'm only 5'3" 1/4 inches. This is a big person's world, and being 5'3" 1/4, yeah, well, hey, things could be worse. I could be a lot shorter, right? But I've learned to adapt, and that's what we can do. Everybody can do that. No matter what your situation is, you can adapt, and you can overcome whatever that thing is that you wish that you weren't, or wish that you didn't, or wish that, things were different for you in whatever capacity we might be talking about. because everybody's different. So, okay, so the last line here is, I wish with every candle on the cake. And I love that because what do? We make wishes with the candles. That's pretty cool. That I could quit doing these drugs, but I can't, and I'm afraid. But you can quit them. You can. But this is what we say to ourselves, that we can't. And we need to come to a point where we stop saying we can't, and we start saying that we can. We tell our kids that all the time. Our kids say I can't, and we tell them yes you can. And it's the same thing with a drug addict, that we're talking about right here. Okay. Sorry, that was pretty long.
I can't, I'm afraid.
I wish that I was smart.
I wish that I was rich.
I wish it wasn't hard for me to grow up and forgive.
I wish that I could help. I wish I wasn't sick.
I wish I was Tom MacDonald. I'd be just like him.
Okay, so
I wish I wasn't sober.
I'm going to go through a couple of more of those, just because they could touch home with somebody out there that maybe hasn't heard this song for the for the first time. So they say, I wish that I was smart. I wish it wasn't hard for me to grow up and forgive. I wish that I wish I could help. Wish I could help, yeah. I wish that I was Tom MacDonald. I'd be just like him. And hey, Tom MacDonald is not somebody that you don't want to not be like. I mean, a lot of people dislike him, but what they really need to do is get like him. Because he does a lot of things that we wish that we could do. Tom has stepped out. It seems like he has stepped out in front of himself and looked back and looked at himself, from afar, and has taken stock and taken note of what's going on, and then makes these adjustments in his life to get to where he is today. And that's really what we need to do. And we can get that, we can do that, and we can get that help from other people that can tell us, hey, try this, or hey, try that. And what I mean by that is, there are different things. People have overcome all kinds of different. Let's use addiction as a means here. So addiction. There are people that have overcome addiction. We know that. There are people that are in the midst of addiction. We know that. The people that are in the midst of addiction, they wish they weren't they weren't addicts. And the people that have gone through it, they can be a help to. They are just like that person that personifies Tom MacDonald, being on the outside looking back at himself and taking stock. They've already done that, so they can help you to do that. They can help you to take stock of those things that that you should be doing differently in your life to help you overcome that thing. And if I look like I'm having a hard time and struggling seeing, it's because I forgot my glasses at the hotel. So I am.
I'd be just like him.
I wish I wasn't sober. Miss it when the party wasn't over. Happiness was right around the corner. Every single night was like the best one of our lives. Now we're older. The good old days are out of reach. I wish that they were closer. I wish I wasn't anxious, and I wish I could fast forward, and I wish that I could rewind, but
Okay, so basically what Tom's saying here is, he misses some of the. I wish I wasn't sober is what he says. That's what he says here. I wish I wasn't sober. I miss it when the party wasn't over. And, for an addict or someone who's been, in those dredges, you do kind of miss that. You really do. You miss that party. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like he's just said here, I miss it when the party wasn't over. In other words, he misses it while the party is happening, in the heat of the battle of the party. And I would say that, if you feel that way, then, A, you're not alone. And B, it's okay. And C, who hasn't? So we can make it through this though. We can get to the other side of it. I wish I wasn't sober. I wish I wasn't sober. Oh, that's a tough line right there. I miss it when the party wasn't over. That's tough.
It wasn't over. Happiness was right around the corner. Every single night was like the best one.
Happiness was right around the corner. Every single night was like the best one of our lives. Now we're older. So it seems like what Tom's talking about is, sometimes we have these, as time goes on, we might look back and have these regrettable things going on in our lives. Or these feelings, I should say, these regrettable feelings going on in our lives. And, it's like you have this person talking to you in your ear, saying these things in your ear and making you feel this way, when really we should not feel this way. We should know that what's coming up around the bend is good and happy, and we're gonna put my best foot forward, and I'm gonna make this a better time. That's what we should be thinking. But what Tom does here is he says this is the way I'm feeling, this is the way I'm thinking, which is honest. Be honest with yourself and with me and with whoever else. Be honest.
The good old days are out of reach. I wish that they were closer. I wish I wasn't anxious, and I wish I could fast.
How many have you ever said that? The good old days. Like right now isn't good enough. Yeah, there are things going on in our world that are like kind of messed up right now, and there are, I guess, some times that are called the good old days, when things were a little more simpler. But really, with each passing year of my own life, I'll be 53 this year. I just feel like it's just getting better and better for me. I don't wish that I was 20 again. 20 was tough for me. I had a lot of growing up and learning to do at that time, and I had school of hard knocks and everything else. So, now I can deal with things a little better in my life as they come.
Forward, and I wish that I could rewind, but they don't make that controller. I wish the nights were longer, and I wish the days were shorter, and I wish that I could sleep enough to maintain my composure. I feel crazy. I wish that I was normal. I wish that I could kill myself, but also be immortal.
I wish that I could kill myself, but also be immortal. See, these are feelings of someone who's clearly not thinking 100% correctly, but that person is also being honest with themselves. So, because we all have our stuff. We all go through our stuff, and that's what Tom's talking about here. He's going through his stuff, and that's what he's saying. And he's saying here, I wish I could kill myself, but I also want to be immortal at the same time. But we can't have it both ways.
Take me to the oracle. I heard that time is borrowed. Can you give me back my yesterdays? I'll give you my tomorrows. Forget all of my morals and just live like I cannot remember sorrow. Before all of the tattoos and the cornrows, I was different. I was happy. I was calmer. I was young and full of hormones. Now I'm wishing for a time machine. I'd step into that portal and be gone.
Okay, so here Tom's talking about all of his regrets that he has in his life, and when it gets down to it, he wishes that he could step into a time machine and go back in time and change some things. But you know what? In doing that, if you could actually do that, here's the thing. You can't be who you are today if you change what you were yesterday. You just can't. Because what you were yesterday is making you who you are today. He even says that in some of his songs. I love it.
Always in a hurry, now I'm worried. All my memories are blurry. I'm just barely turning 30, and the voices in my head are trying to hurt me. The choices that I made make me feel dirty. I was 25.
Okay, wow. This is a really heavy song. I mean, I've heard it before, but I'm not like this. I'm really hearing it right now. I almost wish I would have listened to it before I got on here, but that's okay. Okay, so he... All right, here we go. I wish I didn't care about the day that I'd be born. Or buried, I'm sorry. I used to live like I was ready for it, always in a hurry. Right? Right? That's me to a T, because everything I do it quick. My wife's always like, slow down. My kids are always like, slow down. I'm the Energizer Bunny. I do everything, la, 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 la. And so I understand this line here. I understand this line. And I know that people say when you get older, you'll slow down. It hasn't happened to me yet. I want to slow down, but it just hasn't happened to me yet. Yeah. That line hits home with me.
Always in a hurry, now I'm worried. All my memories are blurry. I'm just barely turning 30 and the voices in my head are trying to hurt me.
I'm barely turning 30 and the voices in my head are trying to hurt me. And that's what's going to happen to all of us at some point. We have these voices in our heads, and they're always trying to get us to do things that we shouldn't do, and they're never in our best interests. And we know it. Our gut tells us so. But what do?
The choices that I made make me feel dirty. I was 25.
The choices that I made make me feel dirty. I was 25 at 13. No doubt. I'm going to tell you right now, this line right here, when I was 13 years old, I was way older than that. The last thing I always heard my mother say to me was, take care of your brother and sister, take care of your brother and sister, take care of your brother and sister. That was like from 8 years old until I was, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. It was always take care of your brother and sister, take care of your brother and sister. I had to grow up really fast. My mom was a single mom with 3 kids before she was 20. So, yeah, so that line right there. But, okay, yeah, so, yeah, and I did some terrible things when I was younger that, if I think about them, yeah, dirty is a good word. They make me feel dirty.
I've been 13, I was smoking with the seniors, drinking beer and getting flirty. Now the Ativan ain't working, I need something even stronger. Give me childhood, my mother and my father and my sister, and a Christmas to make up for all the recent ones I'm missing while I'm touring the country for a living. Give me a hug and a Nintendo and a toy box in the closet. Give me everything I wish I had. Oh wait, I think I got it. I'm a rapper like I always promised them I would accomplish it.
Okay, so he's talking about all these things that he wants. Give me this, give me that, give me a hug, give me a Nintendo, give me a toy box in the closet. It sounds like he didn't. I'm a rapper like I always promised him I would accomplish. That line right there is the one that made me stop it. I'm a rapper like I always promised them I would accomplish. Yeah, and what about you? What was it that you said you wanted to do when you were younger? Did you accomplish it? I sure didn't. My life took a whole different turn or a course than I thought it would. But I can look back and see where I made my mistakes and see where those mistakes helped make me a better person. Yeah. Good job, Tom.
I would accomplish this is awesome, man. I wish I had a friend to tell I'd call him, man. I wonder if I jump from here, if I'd survive the bottom, and would everyone believe me if I told them I had fallen? I'm a jump.
Now that was, I don't even know what happened right there. Listen. This is, yeah, I'm the rapper like I always promised him I would accomplish. Yeah.
Everyone believed me if I told them I had fallen. I'm a
He said if he jumped, would they believe that he fell? The answer is no. Okay, so he said that he in the chorus he talks about, you know, how you blow a dandelion, you make a wish. He said he must have blown 1,000,000 dandelions, and now they won't grow in his yard anymore.
Before everything was on Instagram, things were so simple then. Me, my tree fort, all of my friends. Way back when on Beaver Drive, when the floor was lava, I could fly.
Okay, let's back up here real quick. Man, this video's getting long, sorry. I wish we were kids again before everything was on Instagram. Well, when you're a kid, everything is simple. Everything is. Being a kid again, who doesn't wish for that? But I'm talking about, like, in young adult, you know, like in my 20s. I don't wish to go back to that. Being a kid, who doesn't want to do that? You have no responsibilities. You have no issues really going on, you know. I mean, I had some, but most people don't. The things were so simple then. Me and my tree fort and all my friends. Yeah. Way back then on Beaver Drive. It was Pam Drive for me. When the floor was lava, I could fly. Well, the little floor lava thing was recently. It hasn't been, for me, the floor lava thing. I mean, I watched my kids do it. They try to kind of tease me with it, but yeah. Fun stuff.
Wished I was big like that. Never thought I'd wanna be a kid again.
Okay, I have to apologize because I should have been more prepared for this one. In any event, there's a lot going on in this song. Tom's definitely, you know, touches all the bases with, you know, feelings of growing up and wanting to be a kid again and whatnot. And the drugs, and the I wish I wasn't this, and I wish I wasn't that, and I wish I wasn't this, and I wish I wasn't that. It's all relevant and epic truth. So kudos to Tom. If you haven't heard of Tom MacDonald, he's got lots of songs. Some of his old ones are really good. His new ones are great. His old ones are more therapeutic, I think, than some of the new ones. Although it does feel good to say how you feel, hear someone else say how you feel when you're too afraid to say it, maybe, because of what people might say, and especially in today's day and age. So like a lot of the new ones, that's what they're about. Yeah, check his website out. Listen to the words, you know, with headphones without watching the video. That's the way I like to do it. And then I watch the video again later. That way I really hear what's being said, because I get distracted by the video too much. But hey, thanks for listening. I'm Little Cubby. This is Therapy with Little Cubby. And if you want to like and subscribe, great. If you don't, that's okay. It's okay. I'm doing this for me and for whoever else out there might want to, divulge and listen. So with that, I will say, have a happy, what today, Tuesday? Wednesday. Today's hump day. Yeah, Memorial Day threw me off. Anyways, it's good talking to you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.